Take the pieces of wood that were removed to make this frame. We'll trim them down to size, and they'll make the spacers that go between the glass and the mat. We want them 1 inch wide, because that was the design, and we want them as a thickness that will just be flush or a hair below that lip, so that when you look in from this side, you won't see any edge there. Cut off of the frame to check the thickness. That looks good. So it's just a hair thinner than the lip of the frame, so you won't see any when it's viewed from the front. Adjust the saw for a 1 inch cut to trim the spacers down. There's no room for my blade guard here, but it's a pretty safe cut because the fence protects me from the blade. Now we trim the spacers to fit inside the frame. They'll be trimmed with 45-degree cuts using the same jig we used before, fine-tooth blade. I want a fit that's not going to be so tight that it deflects the piece of wood, but not so loose that it shows a crack when the two pieces meet in the corner. So I keep cutting in by trial and error. And I'm going to label the piece now with a letter so that I know which side of the frame it goes on. That's about how loose I want it, so that it's not catching at all, but there's no sliding back and forth. Finally, we test with all 4 pieces in place to make sure there's a good fit, not too loose, not too tight, and no gaps in the corners.